Welcome back, EcoRangers. This week we've been studying about our garden helpers, and remember on the first days we talked about our bees and our butterflies, how they look for nectar but they accidentally scatter pollen, which wakes up the plants to tell them to make a fruit, and then to make seeds, and then to make new plants. Look, I'm standing by a wonderful plant right here, a tomato plant. And look, here is a little flower right here that the bees could pollinate. And its fruit is this yummy tomato. Let's see. Let me taste it. Delicious. So today we're going to be talking about you and me, all of us as garden helpers. All right, EcoRangers. We're going to learn the parts of a plant since we're gardeners and we want to grow plants and help take care of them. But first of all, let's learn about the parts of a plant. First of all, we have a wonderful little seed. And we want to plant this seed in the soil. What this board is called a flannel or felt board, and that's why these are able to stick on there, because the material sticks with each other. So here's our little seed, and look what I put it in. This represents our very nice, dark, rich soil. Well, pretty soon something starts to happen. That little seed, if it gets rain, and if it gets sunlight, it starts to grow. And the first thing it puts out are roots. And those roots, they are so nice. Those roots, they reach down in the soil and suck up the rainwater or the water that we water it, and the good vitamins and minerals that are in the soil that'll help the plant grow. Well, then something else appears. It starts coming out, and this part of the plant is really strong. It is called the stem, and this stem helps hold the plant up. Also, it's like a big straw also, because it slurps up that water that the roots suck up, and then it goes to every part of the plant. So let's review. This was our seed, and it needs water and sunshine. It first puts out a root, then it starts putting out a stem that holds the plant up. Then next, pop, pop, out pops two wonderful little seeds, and our new plant is called a seedling. And you know what the job of those leaves are? They hold out themselves and they soak up that sunlight, and it helps to make food for the plant. Isn't that amazing? They don't have to go to the grocery store. They make their own food. Then, what we talked about, those bees and butterflies, they come and they're searching for that sweet nectar, and inside, remember what was inside? The pollen, which when they fly around, it helps wake up the plant. And remember, they like coming to a beautiful flower. That flower says, pretty, pretty, come to me. I have nectar, but I want you to help me. I want you to tell the rest of me to wake up and make a new plant. So here's our beautiful little flower. Oh, I'm almost finished. How nice. So grow, flower, grow. And make a fruit, just like our tomato I ate earlier. And then make some seeds so we can have some new plants. Look! Who is this? This must be our little tomato plant from earlier. Oh, tomato plant. Let's review the parts of a plant since our tomato plant's with us. Ready? What were these parts right here? You're right, they were the roots. And what was their job? To slurp up that good water that after a rain, and to get the good minerals and vitamins from the soil. Ooh, let's see this beautiful part right here that's green. Yes, you're right, that's the stem, and it holds the tomato plant up. Oh, and I see two little fuzzy things right here. And what are those? Those are the leaves. Right, and they make food for the plant. And I bet, tomato plant, you had some flowers, didn't you? Oh, and those flowers were pollinated, and the pollen was moved around by our little bees and butterflies. And I bet our ladybug came along and ate those awful aphids so our tomato plant could be healthy. And look, after that, the plant woke up and said, let's make a fruit. And it made a tomato, just like I ate earlier. With, I bet, do you have seeds inside those tomatoes? You know what? We can make new tomato plants. How exciting is that? Now, EcoRangers, we're going to talk about what a plant needs. We just reviewed the parts of a plant, and we had our sweet little tomato plant come in and show us the different parts. But now we're going to have to take care of those plants and take care of our tomato plant. So I wonder what they need. Maybe our tomato plant. There you are! Awesome! Thank you, tomato plant. Well, let's see what our tomato plant needs. First of all, remember what we planted that seed in? And look at our real tomato plant. It has some nice, dark, rich soil. Just like this. Tomato plant, can you hold that up? Oh, that gives it all the good things from the soil that it needs. Second of all, our tomato plant needs some sunlight. Oh, how wonderful! So it needs some sunlight. And last of all, our plant needs some beautiful water. It can be from rain, or as we are gardeners and taking care of the garden, it might need some water. Oh, we got it! Thank you, tomato plant. Will you grow some more tomatoes for us? Oh, thank you, tomato plant. Welcome back, EcoRangers. Our next activity is going to be planting a seed. Well, all of you have been to the store before, and you've seen a can of green beans. And we just kind of think sometimes they just come like that. But guess what? They need a plant to grow on. And then someone picks them and then takes care of them and puts them in a can and then puts them in the store. And then we buy them and then get to eat them. Well, you're going to plant a green bean seed. So if you'll look in your activity basket, you will see a cute little pot that's called a peat pot. Yes, and it has a hole in the bottom, and that's if we accidentally water it too much, the seed won't spoil or get rotten. It will just, the water will trickle through and the seed will be just fine. We have 2 green bean seeds. And next, in your baggie, you have some soil. And it's just enough for our little pot, maybe a little extra in case you spilled. But we have all of those supplies. And you have a cup to put just a little bit of water in. Now we're ready to plant our green bean seed because we have all of our supplies ready. First of all, put your little peat pot right in the center. Open your baggie carefully, and you can either scoop with your cup, or if you'd like to gently just pour some soil into your cup, that would be just fine also. So we're going to pour some in, not all the way, just almost to the top. And we can shake it and give it a little pat. Oh, that ought to be just about perfect. And it might be a little messy, so you might want to do this outside or a place that your adult doesn't mind. Next, we're going to take our finger and we're going to go not too deep, but we're going to make a little hole right in the center. And we're going to take our green bean seeds, drop them in. Wonderful. And then we want to cover them up. Make sure they have soil because we don't want them to get cold. We want them to be covered up. And we don't want a little bird to fly by and say, oh, there's a nice little seed for me to eat. So cover it up nicely. Then you'll have to get a little bit of water in the cup that we have provided for you. And we just call it here at Shangri-La a little sip of water. We don't need to water it too much. So we pour the water in. You can hold your cup as you do it. And just pour a nice amount of water in there. Remember, we talked about what a plant needs to grow. So you will need to put your nice little plant out in a sunny window or outside in a sunny place, but hopefully not where it'll get knocked over. And you'll need to water it just a little every day. Have it in the sun and watch it every day. And pretty soon that new little plant called a seedling will come up. And it'll pop out 2 little leaves, and then it'll eventually make a flower, and then it will make a green bean. And you can hopefully pick your green beans and have a good taste. EcoRangers, in your activity basket, you have a copy of this story called Garden Helpers. Again, if you'd like to follow along with me, you can pull it out and read along with me. Or if you would just like to listen and read it on your own later, that's perfectly fine. The title of our story today is Garden Helper. And that's what we are. Helper, helper, look around. Helper, helper, touch the ground. Helper, helper, dig a bit. Make it round so the seed will fit. Helper, helper, drop the seed. Cover with soil is what it needs. Helper, helper, now give it some sun. Helper, helper, you're almost done. Helper, helper, water it good. Then it grows just like it should. Helper, helper, watch every day. A nice pretty plant is on its way. All right, EcoRangers, in your little activity basket, you have a copy of a song, and you can sing along with me. It's called The Growing Song, and it's to the tune of Frere Jacques. Right? Ready? Here it goes. I'm a seed in the soil, add a little water and a little sunshine. Watch me grow, watch me grow. Pop! Now we're a baby plant, and we're gonna sing, I'm a seedling in the soil, add a little water and a little sunshine. Watch me grow, watch me grow. This is a flower bud, and then all of a sudden, if it gets everything it needs, a flower opens. Ready? I'm a flower in the soil, add a little water and a little sunshine. Watch me grow, watch me grow. But our flower's closing up, but don't be sad, because the flower's doing its job. It's making fruit and then seeds. Ready? On the count of 3, we're going to say pop and spread our seeds. Ready? 1, 2, 3, pop! Spread those seeds to make new plants. EcoRangers, for our next activity, you should look in your basket and you should see some plates that have a brown center. That represents our soil. And these are going to be our flower gardens, because remember, we're gardeners and we take care of plants. So we've learned today about what a plant needs, and so we're going to plant today our flowers in certain flower beds. So you have a baggie that has flower petals in it, and you have plates with different colored sticky dots on it that tells you what flowers that you're going to put in. So first thing, let's spread out your flower garden. Next, you have a baggie of flower petals. And these flower petals are all different colors, but we want to get them in the right flower bed. So I'm going to look at the little dots on the edge. The first one that came out for me is yellow, or you could decide it could be orange too. It's your decision. I think I'm going to go with yellow. So watch me find the correct flower bed. Yellow. Look, it's right here. So I'm going to put this petal in this flower bed. Let's do another one. How about pink? Let's search for pink. Ooh, I have 2 choices here. So I can put it in this one, or here's another pink one. I can put it right over here. Excellent. Now, Ooh, what about a blue? A blue. I think I see a blue. And my flower bed for blue flowers are right here. So you get the idea. We're sorting flower petals and putting them in the correct flower beds. Have fun! EcoRangers, we've learned a lot about what plants need, and we learned that most plants need the sun, but some plants also need shade. So for this activity, you can go outside with your adult, and we have these little cards. On some of the cards it has a sunshine, and on the other cards it has a tree that has shade under it. So what you're going to do, just like these pretty flowers here right beside me, they're mostly in the sun. So I will take my sun card and put it right here to show that these flowers need sun. Well, under my feet is some grass, and it's partly in the shade. So I can put my shade card right here, and our little grass can have shade and it can have sun. Maybe later on today I might switch it to sun. But walk around your yard and find some plants or anything that's growing, or it might be something on your patio, and you can, when you find shade, put your shade card, and when you find sun, put your sun card. Have fun! EcoRangers, we're so glad you joined us this week. We've learned so much about our garden helpers, our bees, our butterflies, our ladybugs, and even you and me as garden helpers. So we miss you. We're proud of you. Stay curious.